And we're live. Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast, your least favorite podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
Marty, what up?
Not much, brother. How you doing?
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah. Halloween's over. We're in November. I got the urge to pull up a little planes, trains, and automobies, but I stayed away. And then also, let's just
what do you
be
mean?
honest.
That's Thanksgiving. You're allowed to watch it.
I know, but I'm waiting. I saw the things on HBO Max for Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, Christmas Story, or Christmas Story Christmas. Elf is trending right now, and it's bonkers, man. So they're already thawing out. Freaking Mariah Carey. Neighbors got the Christmas lights on as well. I'm like, what the hell is going on around here? I'm not that guy. I give Christmas its due, or I give Thanksgiving, where it's like, okay, I got all this shit out of the yard. The yard looks bland as shit, doesn't it?
You got a fan out there
on the side of that. Yeah, I throw it away. Yeah,
in a box.
In a box. It's like, I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, what's going on here? When we got everything put up. First off, let me just say this: we had a great Halloween. It was a rough week last week. Obviously, we didn't leave the house. We're like, all right, we're not leaving. We're going to stay here. And then we had we had the kids over, had my brother over, things like that. Hung out front, handing out candy, whatnot. But I tell you what, we didn't break any records on trick or treaters. We had like 379 or something like that. Some kind of number like that, right? We didn't get above 400, and it was like 9:00. And it just died. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. It's Friday night. But anyways, we had the music going, having a good time, just enjoying ourselves, right? Everyone's having fun. And I had the flip cup table in the front.
Okay.
I don't even know if I got the fire going because I had that torch. Like, I'm going to light something on fire. But it wasn't cool enough outside. Oh, no. Everybody was chilling. And, tons of trick-or-treaters, great costumes. Good candy, some cold drinks and things like that. I told you, I had someone come by and ring the doorbell at like 4:30.
Yeah.
I was like, this is absurd.
Did you have your porch light on?
No.
Okay.
No. I even had a sign and two little mini, I call them, they're trick-or-treaters. They're little pumpkin, whatever. They talk.
You said, go away, baiting.
And they're right there blocking. They had to walk around them. I watched them. I was sitting there watching them. They're like, oh,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Get out of my way.
And so they come around the door. I go, no. And so I'm like looking out the window. No. It's 4:00 in the afternoon, dude. Not happening.
It's a Friday.
Nope. And so I'm sitting there just like, nah, Lizzie's getting ready.
Vincent said trick or treat is stupid now.
Oh, well, maybe in your neighborhood. You live out in the middle of nowhere.
He got turned away at a house.
He
went to a house, said trick or treat.
Somebody was talking crap, like, about like, say, teenagers or somebody like that they were like, we got a late ring. It was like 9 something. I'm like, it's Friday. And they were like, teenager comes up the door. And, he's got just regular old clothes on. He had like a Casper mask on, but it was cocked up.
Okay.
Wasn't even like whatever. I'm like, if they knock on the door, if they come in, well, so it's a different vibe here for us because we're all out front. We're all like, you don't come to our door. We're already sitting out there. You don't even walk down our pathway to get to the house. And so we're like, oh, happy Halloween, trick or treat. So everybody's pretty, whatever. Even like teenagers, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm giving anybody, even adults. It's like, hey, and we were handing out Jello shots like crazy.
We went to a house and they had
we had a couple hundred of them.
Frozen margaritas.
Oh,
they're like, would you like a frozen margarita? I said, yes, I would.
Who the hell says no?
Right.
And so as you're sitting there, you're like, all right, well, we handed out some drinks, handed out some shots, we had a ton of beer. And like I said, the boys are playing flip cup and beer pong. I'm kind of just walking around. I didn't even wear the costume. I got caught like halfway between or whatever. And I'm like, I was super comfortable with just wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And I'm walking back and forth. I'm making sure everybody's all right. Everything's okay. And I'm hitting the foggers and stuff out front. We have one auto fogger. And I don't know why I picked this position. I guess I didn't think a lot of people were coming over to the house for some reason, but it's right out front. So it's fogging straight ahead. And I had like bottles of frozen water in them. And so it's super dense. And so no one can see what's going on. I got people bumping into shit and whatever. Then I had two other foggers from the side. One was froze up. I put frozen water balls in that as well. The other was just just throwing smoke. Everyone loved the yard, loved the house, the whole setup and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, great. That's why we do it. And I noticed there was like maybe a few less houses on the block. We had some new people move in.
Okay.
And they just
not quite up on, hey, this is how things roll around here.
The old dude across the street was like sit on the porch, and then the younger couple that moved in over there, they're just like not doing it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't get it.
Liz told me we actually had 0 trick-or-treaters this year.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, at most we get 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Right. Just because our neighborhood shut off. There's not a lot of kids in our neighborhood. That's why me and Kenzie go to a different neighborhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said there was 0 this year. I was like, damn.
I just, so a bunch of other people mentioned that as well. And I noticed that like some areas, like some nice little communities. So like say Castle Hills, right? We've talked about moving into Castle Hills. Obviously you got the surrounding area. They all come in there. You know what I mean? They just over. Is that my front door?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You guys are making my point for me. It's such a letdown.
No. We got good.
I mean, like the neighborhood me and Kinsey go to is awesome. We have a great time out there. It's a neighborhood that opens their doors to the community, surrounding communities, and they go all out. Like there's one house that we go to that their sunroom, their front room, they do it as the candy store at Harry Potter.
Nice,
right?
Nice.
And we go to that every year, and it's a lot of fun. There's several houses. There's one house where it's like a pirate ship. Their front porch they turn into a pirate ship.
Yep.
And every once in a while they have like this thing where it's like automatically they have a little like pond across from them, not like a full pond, but like a river type thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's a bridge between the two sides.
Yeah.
And there's a boat out there with a skeleton in it.
Oh, nice.
And every once in a while, like their house is playing music, and every once in a while it fires a cannon. And when it fires a cannon, it triggers like something like in the water that splashes up.
Oh, that's funny.
Next to the rowboat that's got the skeleton in it.
Nice.
And like when they pass out the candy, it's they started doing this during like COVID. They've got a PVC pipe that goes down the cannon, and they slide.
Oh, that one.
And they hold their bag right underneath the cannon. They slide the candy down into it. Right.
Nice.
There was one house that we went to that apparently this has become a thing.
Yeah.
Where I can't remember where it started, but touchdown Bo Nix to
that's Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin, number 11.
Come on, man. They didn't even put the name up there.
It looks like Franklin.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. But we're walking up to this house, and then every once in a while you hear the guy's got an air horn.
Oh, nice.
And you hear him every once in a while. He goes, bah, 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 bah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he yells something. He was yelling something, and it sounded like he was yelling potato.
Okay.
And me and Kinsey were walking to the house, and I'm like, is he yelling potato? And Kinsey goes, I think so. And then as we get closer, we can hear more clearly. And yeah, he's yelling potato. So you get up to the table.
What's he doing?
And you have the option of taking candy or a potato.
Oh.
And if you take a potato, he hits the ba 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 ba.
Give me the potato.
And yells, potato.
Give me the potato every time.
And like Kinsey walked up, and she's like, she took a potato.
Yeah.
And she's like, Dad, they tried to hand me candy, but I said, no, I want a potato. I was like, whatever. But apparently that's like a thing.
That's
like,
awesome.
Like there's Wall Street Journal had an article on this.
Really?
About like people passing out, giving kids an option. And some guy, I can't remember where he was, just started doing it as just like a joke, like
of course, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
And then it started catching on, and now it's catching on all over the place. And like, yeah. So we'll walk up there, and like she walks up there, like we're getting close to it. I go, like, is he saying potato? She's like, sounds like it. And then we get to the table, and they're like, yeah. You see one kid hold up the potato. Like he's freaking in the Lion King. Whatever. And,
oh my
but yeah,
God.
So she got up there and she walked and she's like, she grabbed the potato, and the guy hits the ba, 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 potato.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, did you get a potato? She goes, yeah, they tried to give me candy, Dad. I said, no, I want a potato. I go, what are you gonna do with the potato? She goes, decoration for my room. I go, whatever.
Bake it or let it hang out, man.
I go, yeah, we'll give it to your mom and she can make some French fries. She goes, nah, it's a decoration. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, she can't do that.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
come on now.
But yeah, no, it's a thing. And
that's awesome.
I don't know. We had a lot of fun. So the kid dressed as Michael Myers this year.
Yeah.
And so as we're going through the neighborhood, like there's, areas where like there's a bridge and trees and street lights. And so I just have her standing in just random places and I'm just taking pictures of her, just, standing there as Michael Myers. At like one point she's like standing in between two houses. And at one point she's like kind of like she's coming out from under the bridge. She's kind of crouched and has a knife up like this, walking up. And it was a good time. We had a lot of fun.
Halloween's always so much fun.
Yeah.
I think people are losing. I think they're losing it a little bit. And, like Henson said, Henson's neighborhood, there's no way in hell they're getting, like, they just live so far. Have you been to Henson's house?
No, I haven't.
It's in the middle of effing nowhere. Like, it's going to be a nice development in about 25 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? His house is amazing. It's awesome. But yeah, dude, it's not like that. Like, I would go live there because of the lack of people that are there.
Okay.
Like, I'd be in on that shit.
You do hate people.
Because damn well when I go out to someone's house, I'm like, let me see some comps. You know what I mean? Because I'm always down to move. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm always down to fucking just get in the car and go. And so that's kind of like how I think about things. Like, dude, I think about moving all the time. But anyways, when I got here, I felt like it was like, all right, this is awesome. This is where I like to be. Everyone's, and there's like there used to be like 3 or 4 of us that were just, all right, all big.
Right.
We got some stragglers down there or whatever, but it just seems like it's fading every year. But Halloween was fun again. Like, even my kid was like, hey, I go, what are y'all doing? He goes, well, I'm going to your house until I have like, either I don't live around
kids
here
of my own,
or I have kids of my own.
Right.
And even if we live in a neighborhood that sucks, we're probably still coming over.
Yeah.
And so after even like Lizzie's older son, they went to Castle Hills and like a couple other, and then they rolled on through. They were here by like 8 o'clock hanging out. You know what I mean? They didn't want to go trick or treat anymore. They just wanted to hang out. So they're running 8 best, running around, holding Tilly, all that kind of stuff. Keeping Tilly in check because Tilly was trying to get out every 5 freaking seconds, which she did successfully. I thought she was going to bite some kid. Like,
probably deserved it.
I was like, just like with Murph that one time, it's like, kid was like, does he bite? I go, do you bite? And that's kind of how I was like, does she bite? I go, if you mess with her, she'll bite you.
Yeah.
I mean, she's never really bit anybody. Like, with
Tilly's a saint, so watch your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, my little baby. But no, another great year. It's always, I think Halloween is one of those times of the year where you should just let loose, have fun.
Yeah.
And it's not like, now there's some asswads out there. You saw, like, I'm sure if you were on any type of social media, you saw the videos of grown dudes walking up the porches and like just clearing candy, like a bunch of twats.
Yeah.
But even if it's like, for us, we have teenagers and we have we have adults, obviously trick or treating with their like 1-year-olds. They don't need a sack full of candy, but we still give them some, whatever. Yeah. But teenagers, hell yeah, I'm paying them off every time.
We do that with Kinsey, but we're also taking, like, it wasn't like we were just taking Kinsey out.
Yeah.
Kieran's out trick or treating too,
yeah.
and so we got Kinsey dressed up, and yeah, we're getting some more candy.
This one girl I remember specifically was like, oh, here's my brother. I go, I don't care. I was like, that's fine. I don't give a shit if you're double dipping. I go, congratulations on being here and not doing some other stupid shit.
And that's the thing. Like, and you saw a bunch of posts. Like, I think this year is the first time I saw all the posts about people like, hey, if you have teenagers coming to your house trick or treating, just give them candy because they're choosing fun over going out and doing hood rat shit, essentially. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And yeah, who cares? Yeah. Like, we had some houses that we went to, and I'm not walking up to the door, but like some of the parents were like, hey, you want a piece of candy too? Sure, I'll take a piece of candy.
Reese's, Reese's right here.
I'm in.
Hit me.
You want to give me? I'm not walking up to the door and actually doing it, but if you're like, hey, you want a piece of candy? I'm
But
in.
That's what it is. It's gone where they don't worry about running out. I actually ended up with about a half a full thing of him and another bag this year.
Okay.
Because Lizzie was like worried about it being too busy.
Right.
Even though she said, she was like, oh, I'm giving out like the same amount as I always have. But we just ended up with more candy. I did overdo it a little bit because I was like, Friday night, we'll see what happens.
It's better to have too much than not enough, right?
The first year,
you got the grandkids and stuff like that, so you can give them some of the candy.
The first year here, she goes, go to the store. We need more.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll never do this again.
Yeah.
Because I like sitting out, and that was we also didn't post up out front.
You want to chill, you want to drink, you want to have fun.
Well,
right?
We didn't post up out front.
Okay.
We were let them ring the doorbell, and then all of a sudden you got 300 people ringing the doorbell. You're like, nah, this ain't fucking.
This ain't working. Yeah.
So we
and like that's the thing. Like the neighborhood we go to, no one's everyone's out on their porch.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone's out their porch. They're out at the street. They're in their driveway. It's like a big deal in this neighborhood that we go to.
That's the way it should be.
And it's a lot of fun. We have a good time out there. You've got everyone's talking, having a good time. Like I said, we went to the one house. They're like, "Hey, frozen margarita." I said, "Yes."
Yeah. Buddy of mine, he got invited to a block party or whatever it was last year, and they had, I think, Desperados or somebody they catered in fajitas, and it was like, yeah, well, no, we already bought a ton. You can it's free,
right?
And then like they were like, what? Okay, well, what about drink? Everything's free. Nice. Everything's blocked off, but it's like, but it's our whole community type thing, which is really neat. So, another good year in the books. I just, like you say, right? You had no trick or treaters, and I noticed a slight dip. But I think it had to do with a little Friday night action, because if it was Thursday night, like, the year before or whatever, we were over 400.
I actually noticed there wasn't as many people out this year, which was weird because it was a Friday night. And we actually got a little bit of an earlier start this year than we normally do, because the kid actually had school out this year. She didn't have school this year. Typically she has school. And so we're picking her up, right at 5 when we get off.
Yeah.
And
that's what I like. I like that late, listen, come knock on the door at dusk, at dusk, and I'll stay up. If you're, I stayed out late this time, I usually stay out until like 10 o'clock, because I'm like, there's some kids, you see them, they roll up, their parents are like, hey, and they're driving through your neighborhood. They're not from your neighborhood. They're driving through your neighborhood, and they're there to, whatever. I'm like, oh, these kids. And I'm like, hey, you want candy? And I'm like, you're one of the last ones. You're getting half of what's in this bucket.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what? And so fill them up, let them have fun. I remember back in the day when like Ty would go ape-ass, and him and his friends would hit all these different houses, and they hit it again. They'd like switch costumes, because he had multiple costumes, right? I got like 10 costumes in that closet. And so he'd come home and I'm like, you're not eating all this candy. He goes, well, and he would flip out. And I'm like, bro, you can't eat all this candy.
Is that a challenge?
And I'm like, I was like, I'm taking the dad tax. I go, I'm taking half this crap. No, whatever. I'm like, oh man, you can't. It's too much sugar.
That's one cool thing about Kinsey is like, we don't have to regulate her with it. Like when she gets home, one of the first things she does is she sits down, she makes a bag for me. She makes a bag for Liz. She makes a bag for her grandma. She made a bag for her aunt this year.
So she distros it out.
So she realized, and she doesn't get a ton of candy. Like the neighborhood we go to, it's like, she gets a decent amount. She doesn't stay out very long. Like we go through it a little bit, and she's like, okay, Dad, I'm ready to go back home,
and now it's like, how far are you walking between houses?
Yeah. And that's the nice thing about like this neighborhood is you don't have to walk a ton in between houses, but like you also hit like some areas where there's like nothing on this street.
Right. Yeah.
And then you just go over another block and that whole street is going. Right.
Yeah.
But she gets home and she's all right. That's what she does. She sits down and she makes a Ziploc bag for everybody. And, she makes a bag for her sister. She makes a bag for like 5 or 6 people. So she doesn't have a ton of candy when she gets home, after everything's all said and done. But
yeah, we even had some visitors, like some friends of friends, come over and hang out, and like they brought little kids or whatever. And well, they're not sharing candy. I'm like, well, that's his candy. I was like, you want candy? Grab a bag real quick. I got a whole bucket full of candy.
Right.
Like, what? I go, yeah, dude, we got plenty.
We got candy.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, all in all, another good year. But yeah, I don't want to see it fade. I don't want to see it go away. And I hate that like this next generation is kind of like, they're the the Uber Eats, leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here. It's like, dude, you gotta eventually you might have kids. Where you gotta have these.
Yeah,
and decorate. Put some lights out front.
The weird thing was like,
turn your light on.
We're going through right, and I'm telling kids, like, hey, go stand over there. Let me take a picture. And she's like, what am I doing, Dad? Why are you making me do this? I go, just it's fun, okay. Yeah. This is what Michael Myers is about, right? And then like she watched like the first Michael Myers movie later,
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, okay. And she was like
that.
well, I'm just saying because that's who she was, Michael Myers, right? Yeah. And then she was like, and then she saw like in the movie where like at one point he's just standing over here, just standing.
Yeah, just standing around,
right? And so she was like, okay, I get it now, right? Because I think her and Liz watched it when we got home that night. And but yeah, no, I had a blast doing that. Had a great time.
Nice.
it's good times.
So Halloween was also Game 6 of the World Series. Then we had Game 7 a couple days later. Did you watch
the next day?
Did you watch any of the World Series?
Yes.
Did you? You actually did this year?
I did.
Oh,
some of it I listened to.
yeah.
Out working, but like, Game 7, I watched a good chunk. So Game 7 was Saturday.
Yeah.
And the niece had a birthday party for her kid. Her kid turned 1. And so everybody went out to that. And so we were out there at that when the game started, and we watched, I think we were there for like the first 2 innings before we left. And then I went home and got home and watched the rest of the game. It's Game 7. And I mean, Game 7 had everything.
Yeah.
It's
great.
Benches cleared,
yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, the home runs, the crazy plays, the everything. I mean, and Kiki, like after everything's all said and done, Kiki Hernandez has been like, he's so fun to watch now. Yeah. Like after it, like even like he's sitting there talking about like the play where Andy Pagas jumped up and caught it, and it looked like Kiki was hurt, and all he was thinking was, we just lost the World Series.
Yeah, that's why he laid on the ground.
And that's why he laid on the ground.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then he tagged me. He was like, "Hey, you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, did you catch it?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." And that's when he jumped up, right? And just lost his ass. Bo Nix just throws a pick.
Pius, I mean, he ran, I don't goddamn how far.
Dude, he came. But Kiki was also like, "Hey, I started to slow down because I had it. Like I was there, I had it." And then he runs into me. He's like, "We just lost the World Series." Yeah. You know? But I mean, it had everything. And Yamamoto just, you know, after throwing 6 innings yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before that, right? Had the complete game earlier in the series, ended up winning 3 games. I mean, just some people are saying the best pitching performance in World Series history. It's up there. You got to think about Madison Bumgarner when he had started 3 games, right?
Did he throw complete games?
He threw more innings overall.
Did he throw complete games?
I don't know if he threw, but he threw more innings.
Okay.
In his 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Had the 3 wins. His numbers are. Yeah. You go back and look at it, but I mean, it's just.
It's a great World Series.
Just everything. Yeah. Like
the drama at the plate where, you know, Smith is lifting up his foot, but he
gets
puts it back
down,
and they're like, and you know what's funny is like because. We're not really biased other than just, you know, Canada a little bit, but you know, we want America to win. But it was like they had nothing but excuses and bitching about this, bitching about every single call, the bitching about the ball they got wedged under the. I'm like, don't be mad at that.
That's the rule.
That's smart freaking play. Put your hands up.
Yeah,
you know, and you know, any type of fucking close strike or ball. And they're like, "Oh, that was he totally." I have not seen conclusive evidence that he got his foot down. I go. He touched the plate, and the pad that covers his damn toe.
There's literally like a screenshot of his foot on the plate just before he touches. Whatever. And here's the thing:
why aren't you running through the bag or sliding head first?
Well, he also didn't have a big enough. Like he took a shorter lead.
Who cares? Run
because
through
of what's going on.
Run through it. That's why they lost. That's why they lost. Run through the bag.
Here's the thing:
what are you sliding?
Toronto.
Had
another goddamn. Oh man,
3-3.
Things have gotten out. No, 4-3.
Oh God.
Yeah. You missed that 4 there. Toronto played better overall.
They were great to watch.
They hit the ball better. They got
Vlad
on
with
base
a smack.
more.
Boy, they thought it was over when Vlad smacked that deep center fly. I was like, that ain't got enough. It looked like it's too high.
They stranded so many players on base.
Yeah,
and. They were making a comment about it during Game 7. Was like, Dodgers they hit a lot of solo home runs.
Yeah.
Whereas the Blue Jays hit their home runs with players on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The Dodgers they had less hits. I mean, but at the end of the day, they had more clutch hits.
Yeah.
And
Ohtani
every single one was
series.
Ohtani. I mean, it was that 18-inning game, right? Yeah. Where he got on base 9 times.
That's where Will Smith got he broke a record catching most innings.
Because, Will Smith was just right. Freddie Freeman to end it, but it was clutch. They had more clutch plays.
Yeah.
Toronto played a better overall series. They just left so many runners on.
Yeah.
They hit a lot better. You had I can't remember what his name was, but the guy for the Blue Jays that set a record
Gary
for
Busey.
most hit, not Gary Busey, had the most hits in playoff history.
Oh, who was that? It wasn't Springer. It
wasn't Springer.
Bichette.
Bichette. Bichette's coming off of the injury.
Yeah, he was hurt too.
Was definitely, and him having to come out of Game 7, right, for a pinch runner, definitely hurts because there at the end, instead of him coming up, you got IKF coming up. Which I like IKF, but if you want to give me an option, who's going to hit, Bichette or him? I'll take Bo Bichette. I mean, but I mean, all in all, like great. And like the Game 7 was the most watched baseball game in 34 years. They had 51 million viewers.
Yeah, I mean, you had two countries, brought in. Obviously,
That's it.
The whole, country of Canada was like actually paying attention to this. And what was?
But it was
Joe Biden
it was a great game.
Yeah,
like
it really was a great
That's
series.
He's running off because
he looked like, what's his name? Where the hell is he going? No, it was a phenomenal series. Loved it. You didn't know really what you're going to get, but I mean, Toronto was the favorite going in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were the best team in baseball, and I've said it throughout the season. Like, LA's already paid for their division. They paid for this, and they made it through. I mean, obviously, tons of rest. Swept the who the hell they played in the National League? I don't even remember at this point.
Baseball,
but yeah, no, fun stuff. Glad it's through. And even Lizzie was like, all the sports are on right now. I go, yeah, for now. And then
we had a couple of sports equinox.
Now you got hockey and basketball and football going on. So with football, another just crazy ass week, and then Dallas is falling apart. They had some good.
They had a good trade.
Did they win the trade? Do you think?
They
picked up Logan Wilson from Cincy and Quinnen,
a backup linebacker from the worst defense in the league.
Yeah, and then Quinnen
Williams.
Williams.
He's a really good D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up a first round pick.
Jets were sellers this year. I think they finally realized they got to.
Well, I mean, they ended up picking up 3 first round picks.
Oh yeah,
and
they're rebuilt for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do.
Well, they got to go pick up a quarterback in the draft
this year or next year, right?
Yeah.
Just depending on who's coming out, who's available.
Where did what's his name go? Sauce. He went to Colts.
Colts
are buyers. They believe like this is their year.
2 first round
obviously.
picks. I mean, I would.
So
right. Sauce Gardner's been the best cornerback in the league, highest rating cornerback in the league since he's joined the league.
And both those dudes are on a contract. So it's like, you picked up guys that are on a
Sauce
contract.
hasn't even he signed a 4-year extension. They haven't even started those 4 years.
Yeah.
He's still under his rookie contract.
Yeah, rookie contract.
So yeah, you're giving up 2 first round picks for arguably the best DB in the league for 2 first round picks. Yeah. Because are you going to hit on those first round picks? Maybe not. Right. Still probably a 50-50 proposition, honestly. But you got a guy who's starting right now who could shut down a wide receiver on the other team. Yeah.
Is there
why
something
not?
else I can help with?
So
I was going to go to futures real quick because I was like, you know what? Let me see who the favorites are. I assume it's still going to be the Colts from the AFC and the. Oh, hold on. Got some movement here.
Okay.
So the conference championship, let's look at NFC first. You stop for a second. Stop.
Siri.
What are you doing?
Stop, Siri. There we go. I thought it was the Lions. It's actually the Philadelphia Eagles at plus 350. You got Lions at 450, tied with the Rams at plus 450.
Rams have been good this
Packers 500, Seahawks 600. I don't believe anything that Sam Darnold's pushing. First round exit for me. I believe more in like Tampa Bay and Baker, but that's really it. I mean, you look at everybody else. I mean,
did you hear Baker on the Manning cast?
Oh.
So they had him on this last Monday, and they were talking about there was a scramble that Brissett had, and they asked Baker's like, "When do you practice scrambling?" He goes, "I did it one time in Fayetteville, and it ended in an arrest."
Got arrested that night. So, I mean, for me, I said I already want the Lions, and I want I believe it's the Lions, and I believe it's the Colts. I don't know about Philly. Philly's been too wild ass for me, but I do believe on the resurgence of the Rams. And watching them play,
Stafford's probably having one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and he's not hurt. That's the other thing, right? He's not hurt. So
I guarantee he's hurt. You just don't know it.
the NFC is pretty much like it's just not the same, right? You look at these; they don't even have an AFC. They kind of have AFC. I don't see it. Check on your phone real quick for me. I don't have an AFC championship. I have an AFC North, AFC South, AFC East, and NFC North winner. I don't have an AFC championship winner. I'm looking at Bovada. I could pull up MGM, but I'm just not right now. I'm trying to see what I can find because I want to see to me, the AFC is a mess, right? Everybody's been talking about this year how, it used to be like it was the best conference. It's been the best conference for goddamn however long you want to call it. But the Chiefs are making a resurgence, even though they just lost to the Bills. Baltimore's been a train wreck. Lamar's back. AFC North is an absolute dumpster fire.
When I pull it up, NFL futures to tell me there's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. There's something going on right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe we'll talk about it in the upcoming weeks. It's still early. Obviously, it's week 10 for the NFL. I mean, the Broncos are losing to the Raiders as we speak.
No, it's tied 7-7.
Is it up 7-7?
Yes.
I thought they had 10.
No.
Oh, they're getting close though. Okay.
Well, it's halftime now.
But yeah, when you look at some of these teams and whatnot, it's like I thought for the first time I was like the AFC's in disarray. Like the Bills lose to a random team. I don't know what to even think. But then I was like, well, the NFC, the Niners have been hurt all year. The Bucks are kind of like, and they'll make it to maybe. Do you think the Bucks will make it to the NFC Championship game?
No,
they're going to win their division. So do you think they can get past? Seahawks will be a wild card.
Depends on how it falls.
Well, I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you how it falls. How about that?
Okay.
So it's going to be between the Lions and Eagles for the actual 1 seed and 2 seed, right? They're going to flip-flop. Do the 1 seed and 2 seed get a bye week?
Just the one.
Just the one?
I'm pretty sure it's just the one.
So Bucks are going to win their division. The Lions should win their. Oh, we got to go cash in that ticket. The Lions will win their division. I think the Rams are definitely going to win the West. Someone like hot take. The Rams win the West. I'm like,
I don't think it's that hot.
No shit.
That's just science.
Like, come on. Like it's not even that close. But you do have the Packers sitting there hanging around. You do have the. I don't think the Bears ain't doing shit. The Vikings ain't doing anything. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much going to be the Eagles, Lions, Rams, or Seahawks. Maybe a little Tampa Bay. Give me a little sprinkle in some Tampa Bay.
I like Tampa.
I think that's the perfect semifinal.
I think it depends on how the conference falls.
Yeah.
If the Bucks don't have to play the Lions before the conference, then I think the Bucks can make it. But if they have to play the Lions before then I don't think they do. I think the Lions
the finals,
right in the conference finals.
Oh, I don't think they'll make. I don't think they make the conference finals. They win their division, and then they probably a first or whatever bounce. I think it's going to be. It might be Rams Lions, I would like to see Lions Philly. Why not? I mean, bring back the Super Bowl champions. Let them play the Lions there. You're looking at number 1 and number 2 seed. Let it naturally progress as it goes along. But yeah, hold on. Let me get the standings. We're way early, but I've been saying the Colts all season because they've been out of control.
I was talking about Danny Dimes before the season even started.
Well, the Colts and the Broncos, along with the Patriots, all have the same record. They're all 7-2. Patriots are can the Patriots hold on to win the East?
Yeah.
They're 7-2 versus 6-2 Bills. There's no one else in contention. The rest of the division sucks. 2-7, 1-7.
They can. I think it'll be tough, but I think they can.
The North has gone from the toughest division in the AFC to the worst division in the AFC. No one's a threat out of that division. AFC South, Colts 7-2, Jags 5-3, Texans 3-5, and Titans 1-8.
Yeah,
the Colts. It's the Colts.
The Texans are without Stroud now we'll see. Concussion.
Yeah.
Could be a week, could be a few weeks. You never know with concussions. Even with Stroud, they've been meh.
You know what's great is the AFC. The Chiefs have, they say Chiefs has ran this. They've ran this division for this long. Yeah, when all the other teams suck. Well, guess what?
Well, I mean, you can't say when they suck because the Chiefs were good because they were winning Super Bowls.
Well, yeah.
So or getting to the Super Bowl,
but they got a bye weekend, a cakewalk in, but they were winning, even though there's a lot of flags involved, a lot of laundry involved. But
yeah,
let's just say this: Broncos are 7-2, Chargers 6-3, Chiefs are 5-4, Raiders are 2-6.
The only time the officials have to wash the flags is after a Chiefs game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
so
unless
they're 2 games back in the Broncos right now. Broncos are they winning or trailing?
It's
They're still tied.
They're
still tied.
Yeah, it's halftime. Nobody's scoring.
They still have.
Yeah, I mean, it just started a few minutes ago.
Okay,
like 5-10 minutes ago.
So
20-minute halftime.
Depending on how this goes,
the
Broncos have been getting better. Obviously, the Chargers are getting better or whatever. So Chiefs are actually in one of the tougher divisions now.
Yeah.
I still say Colts. I want to see the Colts. I'd like to see the Broncos do something in the playoffs. I'd like to see the Chargers do something in the playoffs. Not get up by a ton and they get their ass cleaned by the damn Jaguars. Other than that, I think the Patriots can make a run.
That night was crazy. We were at Sanchez's wedding.
Yeah.
We were watching the game. This game's over. And then we stopped watching.
Yeah, it's like it's over.
And then next thing we know, we're getting these alerts. We're like, what the
I'm listening to it on the car on the way home. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And all I know is like some people made some big bets just to secure some dough. And
they lost some money.
So who do you let's just say conference championships, right? Who do you want to see out of the AFC in the conference championship? You get Colts, Patriots, Colts, Chiefs, Colts, Broncos, Colts, Chargers.
I want to see let's change things up. And let's get a Colts and let's get a Chargers. Let's see Justin Herbert kind of get through it a little bit, right? Danny Dimes had a bad week last week.
It happens.
There's a couple times you look at him, he kind of looked like he did look with the Giants, right? It's a week. Let's calm down until he starts to have multiple weeks like that. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Right. Again, all the things that I said before the season still hold true. He's got a good offensive line. One of the best running backs in the league. He said that before. He's got some targets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's had that before. He had that with that Giants that year when he had all year when Saquon was healthy.
Yeah.
And they went to the playoffs and they won in their first round.
Oh,
and then they lost in the second round.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, he's got it. As long as JT stays healthy, we're barring any big injuries, they're gonna be fine. I 100% believe in the Colts. I like what Harbaugh is doing out there with the Chargers. As long as Herbert still goes home to beers every night, he's fine, right?
So you're gonna say Colts, Chargers?
Give me a Colts, Chargers. I would love to see that.
All right.
On the other side, I got the Lions, and then I either want to see, I want to see the Rams or I want to see Tampa there.
You know what's crazy is
both of those would be great games.
The crazy thing about it is we have 3 teams in the AFC that have 7 wins, and we have no teams in the NFC that have 7 wins. But we do have the same ratio, like 6 wins for the Eagles, 6 wins for the Bucks, 6 wins for the Seahawks.
The Rams not have 6. I thought the Rams
6-2. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! Everybody in the NFC East or NFC West, other than the Cardinals, have 6 wins.
Yeah.
So everybody technically, I mean, they're all alive, right? I don't know. When you look at some of these divisions, you're like, okay, cool. Even though it's funny how like the Panthers have been at the end of the chat a little bit, right? Can't stop Rico. I'm sure they'll fade. Now with the Packers in first place in the North, you got the Eagles first place in the East. Bucks. I mean, obviously we're taking Bucks in the South. The West, Seahawks are in first, but I mean, our hearts are saying Rams. The Niners are still 6. They're 6-3 as well. What do you think in the NFC?
Again, Lions, and I either want the Rams or I want Tampa.
I'd love to see Baker in the NFC Championship. Just see what happens. I really would.
And I wish Baker was in the other conference because I want to see Baker in the Super Bowl. But obviously, I want to see the Lions before him, right?
Yeah.
But if anybody takes my Lions out, I want it to either be Baker or Stafford.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that conference is pretty deep this year.
This is the best year they're having.
They're having a really
like usually
good
you don't
year.
have to worry about anybody other than like 2 teams.
I think Darnold's going to be just fine this year.
First round exit, buddy. First round exit.
Depends on who they play. Depends on who they play.
Collin County Community College. He'll
they would
lay an
be
egg.
Collin County Community
He'll
College.
lay an egg. He'll lay an egg.
I would place it. I would if those two teams played, which Collin County Community College does not have a football team, but they can go out and create a team right now.
They can, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would place a bet with you where the loser loses an arm.
Just chops off an arm.
Yep. And I'll go as far as I'll lose 2 arms.
Oh, you're gonna be 2-1 odds?
2-1 odds.
Oh, buddy.
So if the Seahawks win, you lose an arm. But if the Seahawks lose, I lose both arms. And I'm 100% confident in that bet.
You are nuts.
I'm not nuts.
No, you're nuts because you're betting arms. So like that's why it makes you nuts.
But I'm that's how confident I am.
We'll get Bovada on the horn. We'll see if we get some odds on that.
I mean, let's make this happen.
I'm not losing
right?
anything.
I'm not.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's almost a flip, to be honest with you, from what the AFC's been for like the last several years versus what the NFC is now. And when you look at like, you know, these teams that have like I said, the West, right? Seahawks, Rams, Niners. Niners are somehow pulling it together. They haven't had their starting lineup. They haven't had, everyone's hurt, everyone's injured, and it's like, oh my god.
There's a chance Brock Purdy doesn't see the field again.
Yeah,
because Mac Jones,
he's doing all right.
He's been all right. He knows.
You're not winning a Super Bowl with Mac Jones, though. Let's be honest.
I mean,
you're not winning a Super Bowl with Mac Jones.
I don't think so.
But yeah. So there you go. There's your little.
I've seen Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Brad Johnson.
There you go. There's your little insight real quick to NFL. We're 10 weeks in, or 9 weeks through the season. We're on week 10. This is official halfway mark, right? Week 8. They go to week 18, right?
Week 10.
They go week 18.
They go to week 18.
Yeah.
They play 17 games.
So there you go. Man, crazy.
I need to check in on you, see how you're doing.
Who died now?
It's been a rough week for you.
It has, actually. I swear to God, if you say anybody else that hasn't been, that is not in my family.
So first of all, how are you handling the cancellation of ridiculousness?
Didn't even know it's still in the air.
Next
question.
How about it had 46 seasons?
It's been around that long? No, it hasn't.
40. Now you got a couple seasons a year, right?
Double.
But,
okay. Yeah.
But 46 seasons.
It's the dumbest fucking show on earth.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, how many other shows have gone 46 seasons?
We've been around. I mean, how many? We need to double up some seasons here. We probably, and we're terrible. We got no views.
So, and then how are you doing with the passing of Dwayne Roberts?
Who the hell is that?
Dwayne Roberts is the inventor of the frozen burrito.
I've had a couple frozen burritos in my life.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, my stepfather passed away on Friday. You want to talk about that?
I'd rather talk about Dwayne Roberts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, obviously I don't give a shit about Dwayne Roberts. So frozen burritos. All I think about what comes to mind when you think about frozen burritos?
Hot Pockets.
Let's think about movies.
For me, Hot Pockets.
Let's think about movies. Frozen burritos. What are you thinking about? Like,
I mean, something should come to mind.
Pauly Shore.
And I ain't seen a Pauly Shore movie in
Encino Man.
Encino Man. Okay,
that's exactly what pops to mind. You know, because everybody, like, especially like back then, you just microwaved your food in the actual 7-Eleven that you went to get the
you still can
frozen. I mean, you can. But I'm
I see people do it all the time.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. But I'd rather get rollers out there. Like, I'll take a roller or something like that. But
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, and I remember like Lizzie and I, we bought some frozen burritos probably about like 10 years ago, if not longer. And it was like one of those things where we always made a joke about it too. It's like, you know, you put it in there and the outside's like just molten lava, and then the inside's ice.
You're right. Until you get to the middle. And the middle is
it's all ice.
No, you take a couple bites and you're like, man, this is cold. And you take 2 bites and it's cold. You take the 3rd bite and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It gets you.
Yeah.
It's like, gotcha, bitch.
So we always used to make that Encino Man joke or whatever. But yeah, no, it's RIP, I guess. I don't know. How do you invent that?
What do you mean? How
you just freeze it? You just freeze burritos.
I mean,
is there a science to it?
Someone had to be the first person to do it.
You freeze it, right? You put it in the freezer after you make it.
All right.
and then you put it in the microwave.
Hey,
We're not splitting atoms over here.
Someone had to be the first person to be like, "Hey, frozen pizzas."
Like that guy, you know. Hey,
same thing.
You think so? When's the last time you had a frozen pizza?
Last week. Totino's.
Ugh.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with let's talk. Okay, let's transition this into.
Actually, I had one of them.
Let's transition this into.
I'm a Red Baron guy.
We'll go ahead and say, 20s, moved out on your own for the first time, struggling food, right? Totino's pizzas back then, they were like
4 for $1.
Something like that. It was something, right? Ramen noodles. Right.
Yeah, no, when I moved out, I was 18 years old, and I worked 2 jobs for like 70 hours a week, lived in Louisville. I think I had a car payment because like, yeah, I gotta have a car, whatever.
You gotta have a car.
Everybody had a goddamn car payment. All this kind of shit. And I think I ate ramen noodles almost every night.
They're like 25 cents a pop.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was like you just cook 2 of them because you're burning it all off anyways because you're like 18 years old. Yeah, no, that's what I had. Like, but yeah,
or like
it'd be funny. Funny enough, like we go to like parties or something like that. We stay up late. We go to someone's house or whatever, and we'd slap one of those fuckers in the fridge or the oven. We usually cook 2 of them because everybody could just eat one. Like, I mean, they're only this big. Like they're 8x10, paper.
The what?
The
Totino's pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bigger than that, buddy.
And
they're like this big now.
They're not that fucking.
Yes, they are.
You're very generous.
I am not.
Hold on. Bring your hands over here and show me how big.
Your keyboard.
No. Come here. My keyboard's bigger than yours. Just put your hands right here. It's about this far. All right. Bring it on up. Because if we're talking about, so we're talking about the same thing. I'm like, it's about this.
I don't know. You're moving your hands back and forth.
About that big.
But
I cooked one the other
Hot
day.
Pockets. Pizza rolls. Pizza-based items.
I think pizza rolls.
I think
Hot Pockets were not. That was more of a luxury. I think pizza rolls were more luxury. I think I went ramen when I was actually like seriously
struggling. Yeah, ramen and peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah, I would. I just like at night. I remember coming home, and it was like, man, shit. I think I had my lease for like 6 to 12 months. But at night, I'm like, no, I just want that. And I had actually kind of a nice apartment too. Like I had my base level, and then I had a spiral staircase up to the loft. And I was like, okay. But that's what I had. I was like, I just ate ramen. I don't know. You're young. You're 18. You're like, yeah, fuck. I just want some. And I remember the flavor, and I was like, it's just delicious. Like if someone fired that up right now,
I had some beef ramen the other day.
I haven't had ramen
or 2 weeks ago.
20 years.
Not bad.
I haven't had it in 20 years.
I literally I was at Walmart on my lunch, and I was like, I need something to eat for lunch. I was doing some shopping, and I'm walking down. I had to get some soup for some meal that Liz was making, like cream of mushroom soup, right? Yeah. And I'm walking past the ramen. I go, you know what, buddy? You're coming home with me. And had some beef ramen when I got home, and was like, yeah, I'm in on this. Let's do this. I've also how often did you fire up the microwave nachos?
Always and forever.
Like
still now.
When was the last time you fired them up?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You got the chips, throw them on a plate, you throw the shredded cheese on top of it, you microwave it. Now what's your chip of choice these days?
Calidad or Julio's.
Julio's is where it's at.
It's unmatched.
Dude, I love Julio's. Julio's is.
I didn't even know you had that in you.
Oh, buddy, do I got that? I'll just eat Julio's chips without anything. Just.
You know what I mean? Nice.
I will. I'm probably gonna go home tonight and raw dog some freaking Julio's chips. No dips or cheese or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have some freaking Julio's chips.
Yeah, no, I think that's one thing. I'll say this. I think it's one thing that some of these kids don't get this year or in their life now. Like they all think that they got to go out to eat. They all got to Uber Eats. They all got to do this and do that. And they wonder why they're broke. I'm like, well, because you're a kid.
I run into that with the oldest,
You
right?
have to be
she
a
moved
kid.
out a few months ago.
Yeah.
She's having issues. She's struggling. She's having problems. There was probably about like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm in the office doing, I don't know, whatever I'm doing. And she comes in, she goes like, hey, she goes, I've got this food here in the pantry and stuff. She goes, kiddo's got nothing to eat. Asked if we had anything. She's like, I'm gonna go take this stuff there. What's up, Minix?
Oh, Minix, how you doing? What up?
And I was like, yeah, pack that up, but let's go to the store. Right.
Yeah.
And so I go to the store and we're getting them food. But when I go and buy, I've had to buy her food a couple times, but when I buy her food, you're getting
excellent.
You're getting a 30 pack of Bar S hot dogs. You're getting great value chips. You're not getting anything name brand. Like,
I'll tell you what, there's some great value spicy dill pickle chips out there. I love,
dude. Hey,
love them.
I will.
And barbecue chips. Lizzie even goes, you like those stupid barbecue chips from like Walmart and Kroger? And I go, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes,
100%.
Yes, I do.
Walmart's got the white cheddar puff corn.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Lizzie's looking for, it's a spicy, it's popcorn. Is it Tom's? What the hell's the brand? She'll know. If she's listening right now, she'll tell me. But they don't have it at our Walmart anymore. You got to like go find it somewhere else.
Let me know.
And it's Tom's spicy. It's
send me what it is, and I'll check over by me and see if we got it. But yeah, no, I'm getting your stuff, but it's all you're not getting name brand anything.
Yeah,
you're struggling, right? Like you.
It's called Okie Doke. If you can find this, I swear to God,
I've seen that.
Yeah, I know. It's
text it to me. Snap a picture.
My phone's over there. Sorry, I'm running TikTok right now.
Okay.
Can you text it yourself?
I'll forget.
Yeah,
I'm watching TikTok.
Make it happen.
For questions.
Make it happen.
So
yeah, no, dude. When you're broke, I remember like this is some fond memories I've had. Like when I had young kids. My mom was in town. She hadn't moved to Kentucky yet. Hadn't abandoned us yet. But we're sitting there and it was like, I go, hey mom, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm at the store. I go, I'll be there in a minute. I'd roll in. What's up? It'd be me and Ty. You know, Ty's like a little late. He's like a 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Right. And it was like, you know, what are we doing? You know, she goes, what do you want? I go, I don't know. I'm just hanging out with you. You know, whatever. She goes, I was like, and I'd get some like bullshit shit. But it wasn't like I was getting like anything great.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, it's dumb shit.
I remember I was sitting there and I was thinking today, like on my way over, because I wanted to talk about this topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being a kid, and again, I was a kid that we were on welfare, right? So we got that welfare cheese, which was that welfare.
There's nothing
cheese.
best than Wick cheese.
Dude,
I like
it.
Wick
Was
cheese.
So great.
Yeah.
But like I remember like getting Kraft cheese. It didn't have the welfare cheese. We had the Kraft cheese, right? And bread. And I would grab a couple slices of cheese, throw it on some white bread, throw it on a plate, and throw it in the microwave and melt the cheese and have a melted cheese. That was my grilled cheese, right? Because I wasn't allowed to run the stove, right? I'm like, 7, 8, whatever, however young I am, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to run the stove, but I could use the microwave. And I throw a couple slices of cheese between 2 slices of bread and throw it in the microwave and melt the cheese. And eat that was my grilled cheese sandwich that I can make for myself.
It's my brother. He thought he like invented the wheel with this because I got a ham and cheese sandwich. I go, oh, yeah, what are you talking about? He goes, what you do is you just build it like a normal ham and cheese, but you throw it in the microwave for 15 seconds. I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's amazing.
I legit, like on my way over, I was thinking about that, and then I'm thinking like, I'm gonna buy some Kraft cheese.
I like basic cheese too,
but like we typically we don't.
I'll shred it too. I'll carve that shit up.
You know, we typically get the regular. We don't get the Kraft cheese or whatever now. But
are you talking about like individual sliced cheese?
Yeah. We'll get the
I don't care. I'm talking about like, dude, you gotta get that.
Like I want to get that. I want to buy that Kraft sliced cheese.
You gotta get that.
But then I'm not gonna cheese. Like I get a little bit of a nicer bread. You know, I'll get a nice like brioche loaf or something like that. You know,
I didn't know you had that in you.
I got that in.
Figure you were a Wonder Bread dude.
But I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go buy some Kraft cheese.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go buy some freaking great value sliced bread, you know, and I'm going to get a couple slices and throw it on between 2 slices of bread. And I'm just going to throw that bitch in the microwave and let's just live life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to be living La Vida Loca and just having a good time.
It's funny. You were talking about like the nacho thing. I'm like, I did it. Like I said, I did it a couple weeks ago where so my whole thing was I'm going to find me a big plate. I'm going to lay all the cheese or lay all the I'm going to do one layer of chips, Caladad or whatever I got. Well, I get the block and I'm shredding. I don't get shredded cheese. I have shredded. I have it here.
We get the taco blend.
Nah, that's a different taste for tacos. This is for nachos.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I'll shred down a little bit and I'll put a layer. Shred, maybe one more layer.
Okay.
Whatever. And you microwave it a couple times as it goes. You just want it, but yeah, it's all together. It's all chip or whatever.
Pull up one chip and it brings up 4.
But yeah, I mean, and it's funny enough when I saw it on, I think Savory and Silverman, he was like, if one chip, it's the whole nacho.
One chip's the whole nacho. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's how I've been most of my life. When I grew up, there's a couple moments in my life where it's like being broke as fuck or whatever, but not qualifying for benefits.
I'm buying a loaf of bread,
yeah,
a jar of peanut butter, and a bunch of ramen.
Yeah.
And that's what I eat.
Yeah.
I remember it's funny because we'll do nachos at home.
Yeah.
And we'll do the Velveeta, right?
Oh yeah.
Velveeta with the Rotel.
Little Rotel.
It depends on what we're doing. Like if we're doing chicken nachos, we'll get a couple rotisserie chickens and shred those.
Oh yeah.
And throw those in the pan.
You got the little fucking stupid thing from TikTok where it shreds the chicken for you, or do you shred it yourself?
By hand.
You do it by hand? I seen it. I'm like, I don't want to buy anything from TikTok because it's stupid.
Here's the thing. I got to make sure I get those bones out.
Yeah.
And you're not doing it with a shredder.
Well, so I chop up rotisserie chickens probably a couple a week for Tilly. That's what she eats. That's her meal. So I've already gone through it. I know I can tear a damn thing anymore. But I'm also I want to shred this shit up. I don't want to fucking do this. I got to cut everything or whatever.
But so we'll do that.
Yeah.
But the youngest, she doesn't want the Velveeta. We'll make her nachos, and then we got to throw shredded cheese on it.
Oh, okay.
And then Liz will throw it in the oven instead of the microwave.
Oh, nice.
And so that's when we do nachos. She doesn't want the Velveeta cheese. She wants the shredded cheese on top and thrown in the oven.
The thick shredded cheese, I can get behind that. I'm okay with that.
We typically do thinly
sliced. That thin slice shit. It melts. It's a weird consistency.
Apparently, you're not putting enough on there, Chief.
No. Well, the problem is it's cake and everything to it. But yeah, I've noticed with the bigger slice ones, I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, we had obviously with the kids living here, they bought a machine or whatever. Put the block in. And you just crank.
Oh,
it just shreds the shit out of it. So you got all this badass shredded cheese from a block, which is the most efficient way to, because it's.
And if Liz will do every once in a while, she'll do homemade, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And Christmas, she'll do a homemade mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And she'll get a block of cheese and shred it. She'll do that with that.
That's what I remember sitting there doing before they got the damn machine.
You get
and I had to do this for everybody. We're rotating people in and out.
And then when you get towards the end, you got your hand flat
that.
against it,
I know,
right? Yeah. And then you're turning it, a little bit. But once you get to the end, you got your hand flat.
Yeah.
The amount of times I cut my fingers when I was younger, right?
Anybody that walked to the house was the next up.
Yeah.
That's how we handle. And I'm actually looking forward to Thanksgiving, man.
I can't wait. We're frying it. I'm going to fry a turkey again this year.
Yeah, you did last year.
I did it last year and it turned out phenomenal.
Yeah.
We had a little issue at the beginning because it was we put the grease in there and it had the fill line and we're looking at it and we're like, doesn't look high enough. And so we put it a little bit more in and then we start to drop the turkey and then it starts and we're like, okay, so we pull the turkey out, right? And then we got to clean the thing off. And then we're like, okay, so we've kind of learned our lesson, right?
Yeah.
It's our first time doing it.
At least you didn't go full idiot and drop the damn thing.
No.
That's how people catch her.
Once grease starts coming up towards the top and is ready to flow over, I'm pulling the turkey out, right?
Grease. Why do you keep calling it grease? It's oil.
Oil, grease. What? It's the same.
It's not the same.
Anyways.
God.
But yeah, so we pulled it out and some of it, after we pulled it out, still some kind of flowed over. So it was turn it off, let it cool down. Let's clean it off. Okay. It's at the line. We actually went a little bit below the line, the second time.
Hell yeah.
And then we could go at the line. So yeah, so this year it's like, okay, we're not going above the line that's in there, no matter what we think, because we've already experienced it, right?
Yeah.
But it turned out awesome. Like, it was probably one of the best turkeys we've had, and she'll do the
I like fried turkeys. I like Cajun fried too. We had a
we'll
guy
fry
that did a
it,
Cajun fried
and
one.
she does the there's that injectable butter that she uses, the Creole one.
Yeah.
That's what we use with it.
Okay.
We'll inject it with that and deep fry it. And it was,
you guys are just all about cholesterol. I know y'all love it. Love it so damn much.
I got more than enough.
Oh, I know.
I can spare some if you want some.
No, I'm sure I have. I'm pretty sure I have enough as well.
That was a pretty nice goal.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's like, as soon as Halloween's over, everybody skips to Christmas. And I'm like, no, we ain't doing that. I was like, I love Thanksgiving too much.
The other day I was out delivering, and the amount of houses that I saw that had Christmas decorations already up, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I will also, I'm going to follow it up by saying I went to a house yesterday in Azle. Guy that used to do garage sales over by me. He moved out to Azle. Hasn't had one in a while. He used to buy a bunch of storage units and bought one in a while. He bought some more again, having a big garage sale. Hit me up because I've always gone over there. We've communicated. He's like, hey man, I'm doing another garage sale Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was like, what time Thursday? Let me know. He goes, if you want to come today, this is on Wednesday. He goes, I'll let you come and look at everything before. I'm like, awesome. So I hit him up and I go out there, and he always hooks me up, gives me some really good deals, got some great deals on some stuff. And then I'm on my way home, and I'm getting ready I'm 40 minutes out. It's out in Azle, 40-minute drive. And I'm thirsty. So I pull over into like a Dollar General, go to the bathroom and get something to drink. And as I'm walking by the front register, they've got individual for $1 Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
everybody's excited about those this year.
And I go,
because EBD got cut off.
I go, you know what? I'm going to get one.
Yeah. Was it a white one or a black one?
White one.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is about the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Magical.
But it is.
Yeah.
Like, I legit, I get in the car and I sit down, and before I even leave, I bust it open and I take that first bite, and I just got a big ass grin on my face. I'm just like, there's just something so soothing and relaxing, and it just takes me back to a simpler time.
Oh, absolutely.
That I just love it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing better to me than sitting down and having a Little Debbie Christmas tree cake.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
That's the way it is, man. I think, and everybody talks about our generation being like super nostalgic.
Yeah,
I like, because we had the best.
Oh, Gino picked off.
We had the absolute best.
I think so.
You think about where we came from.
That's right, Minnick Sweets.
We had nothing. Then we went to, we had game consoles, cell phones, PCs, computer gaming, all that kind of stuff.
We had no internet, then we had internet.
Yeah. We're the ones that just went ape-ass with it.
Some Little Debbie cakes.
They the funny thing about it is, they were all like, people were showing it, like going to Costco. I'm like, dude, I just need like 3 to get me through the season.
Just give me the box.
I'm like the guy that does little chuck covered cherries.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm gonna have like one a day, but that's all I need. It's like, and so I showed Lizzie a bunch of recipes because we like to bake and do other things like that. Dude,
we bought her
ready.
Liz she buys the fudge making kit from Walmart.
Yeah,
and she makes those, but closer to Christmas. But we always buy it like as soon as they show up on the shelves, we buy them, because if you don't, they're gonna be gone. Especially with how early they put them out now, right? I mean, we bought our fudge making kits middle of October this year, because that's when they put them out on the shelf. So we bought them, and so she'll make some fudge, and then we make cookies before Christmas, because you got to have homemade cookies for Santa. And so we'll make some cookies before then. And she used to bake a lot more. But then that was also like back when I went to the office, right? And so she would bake a bunch, and then I would take stuff into the office and do that. But we don't go to the office anymore, so there's no point in baking as much because it's just us.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I already told Lizzie, I was like, yeah,
Can't wait.
Mind if we squeeze in a ham here and along with the turkey? You know, what's crazy is she's like, hey, let's go ahead and let's go to the Cowboy game on Thanksgiving. I go, you're gonna regret that shit. She says it every year, but
You never go.
Never go. No, we had tickets like 2 years in a row, and she backs out because all of a sudden everybody was coming. We're coming over, whatever, and then we actually get to enjoy ourselves. The funny thing about it, and this year it's funny enough because like Jake and Crystal are in another house. Remember, I convinced them to host Thanksgiving.
Oh, this
like
year?
A handful of years ago. And I was like, that's when they lived at the end of the street. I go, yeah, go ahead and host Thanksgiving, man. It'd be so much fun. And they're like, well, we don't know if we got enough friends. I'm like, they're like, well, we don't have enough seating. I'll bring a couch and a TV to your house. And brought it, done. You know what I mean? I was like, exactly. So we'll see how it goes this year.
We're hosting again. We hosted last year.
Yeah.
We're going to host again this year. I'm going to fry the turkey again this year, which I mean, last year when I was doing it, it doesn't take a long time.
No,
it doesn't take long at all. But like, getting all set up outside, bringing the
preparation always takes
the oil up to the right level, not grease, oil.
Yeah.
I got the TV out there because it's typically during the Lions game, and I'm watching the Lions game out back.
The early game, the mid game, and the late game. Is there anything more perfect than that?
It's.
I hate it on Sundays, so I'll tell you that when they do the Berlin game at like 8:30 in the morning, I fucking can't stand it. On Thanksgiving,
though, but it's not an 8:30 in the morning game on Thanksgiving,
dude,
right?
It's so
it's
great.
Like an 11 o'clock game. And TJ's
so
in the
great.
house. What's up, TJ?
And then you're like, you know what? We're gonna go. We'll go shopping or something. I mean, like Fred, R.I.P. Fred. He was here one year. Him and Mom were here. And we're sitting around, just like, all right, it's late at night. Like, what do y'all want to do? Like, you want to go to Best Buy and check out some shit? And he's like, yeah, I'm in. So we took him. We left Mom's sorry ass here. I was like, and so Lizzie, me and Fred, we go to Best Buy, grab a couple TVs and some other bullshit, then go over to Kohl's, grab some other bull. And I was like, you want anything? I was like, and he bought himself something, I can't remember what he bought. I'm like, all right, anything else? And it's like, it's a whole season of things. And I wish it kind of went back to the way things were, right? Where you get up at 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. to go do some Black Friday shopping. But I tell you what, I ain't getting up no more. I'm old. I'm an old man now. I did it when I had younger kids.
I used to love me doing it on like Thursday, like on Thanksgiving.
It was so great.
Because like we would do dinner and then everyone's sitting around watching the game. And then like shortly, just before the game's over, it's like, all right, it's time to go. I'd go to Walmart and hit stuff up. And now.
Yeah. Pure nostalgia for me. And it, not only as a kid, but, as an adult as well, shopping for younger kids and whatever. So, all right. We got everything done. What do we got? Anything else left?
No, I think we're good. No, let me I'll double check the images for you real quick. See if we got anything else over here.
Yeah. You're going to get a lot of nostalgia throughout this season. I mean, we're talking, Thanksgiving being in a couple of weeks. All right, or we're not doing a Thursday, obviously. Are we going to do Wednesday? Or do you want to just cancel the Wednesday and Thursday of that week?
Be able to do. It's just I just gotta see if the kiddos got practice or not, because she is
the day before Thanksgiving. I assume they had practice because it's absolute serious and imperative.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then we roll into December and Christmas stuff like that. Okay, what do you
got? So did you hear we're gonna have another battle of the sexes in tennis?
No. Who's doing it this time?
Ariana Sabalenka.
I don't know who that is.
She's the woman's
Russian?
world #1.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
And she's going to play Nick Kyrgios.
What's he ranked? 200th, 400th?
Take a guess.
350th.
How about that's too high?
Oh, well, that's too high.
That's too high.
150th.
You went the wrong way.
Oh.
I said that was too high. Well, 350 is too high.
I went lower.
So you got to go down
to 150.
No.
Oh, you mean up?
Well, up would be one. Right. That's ranked too high.
600.
So you got to go lower.
550.
Too high.
450.
Too high.
350.
You're going the wrong way. I said that's too
900.
high.
1,000?
That's too low.
Oh. How? What do we got there?
652.
Okay. Oh my god. I watched a video today of Brandon. It wasn't Brandon Combs. It was some other Brandon. He's I like this dude too, but he was showing a track meet. He goes, every time I hear any shit about like, boys versus girls, men versus women, he goes, here's a video for you. And he showed like a 4x100, whatever it is, mixed. I think it's called mixed. So you have like, you can pick wherever the women run, whenever the men run. So this one country, I think it was Kenya. They're like, we're going to have a dude run the third and have a woman run the fourth. And so the woman had like a 50-yard or 50-meter head start.
And just got demolished.
On the last one. They're in first effing place with a 50-meter head start.
And some random dude out of
they all passed her ass.
Istanbul passed her up.
Yeah. Everybody passed her up.
Yeah.
And he goes, anything else? Yeah. See ya.
But yeah, no. So December 28th, that will be happening in Dubai.
I'm not watching. What's the point of watching? Is there a chance? Maybe, right? 600 and something?
652.
Maybe there's a chance.
Maybe. Because like Serena has talked about, like, she's like, you put me against the whatever rank. Like it was some high number.
Well, they actually
and she was like, I would lose.
Yeah, they actually got, I think it was them, her and her sister, they got real cocky back in the early 90s or mid 90s.
I don't think they were ever cocky against guys.
And well, no, that was like the whole thing. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was them. And so they were like, we can, it's no big deal. It's before they got humbled a little bit, right? And it was like, and now she talks about how playing Andy Roderick would be like, I'm going to lose 6-1 in about 20 minutes. And I'm pretty sure it was them. And so they played, and if I'm not mistaken, the guy was like smoking a cigarette between sets too.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything because Sergey Zubov used to go into the locker room in intermission.
Yeah, but he like drilled him like 6-1, 6-1, 6-0 or whatever. So it's like one of those things. And so it's like, yeah, no shit, we know. And I remember like some bullshit like CNN, whatever, where like on who's that guy? McEnroe, right?
Yeah, John McEnroe.
They're like, you said the best female player. Or you want to recant your story? He's like, no. Why the hell would I say that? He goes, she's the best, and she's talking about Serena. She's the best women player of all time.
Yeah.
Whatever. He goes, she's not the best of all. He goes, no. What are you talking about? Even she says it. And of course she does.
Yeah. Not even in the discussion. No one's even going to bring her up.
She says it's almost a different sport.
Yeah.
And so, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. Let's why are we going to be delusional?
Let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
You suck.
No.
And that's fine.
No.
It's fine.
No. They're great on their own against their own.
Like if you have to throw qualifiers on it, you suck.
No. If they're on their own, they're the best. She's the best woman tennis player ever. Yeah. I'd like to see this other. What days is this coming on? Because I'm
December
probably
28th.
I'll watch December 28th.
Okay,
got it. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
All right, guys. Hey, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. And gosh darn it, we love you. As always, I'm Alan.
Marty.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.